Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are all doing well, I hope you are prepared. I don't know where you are in the world, if it's already afternoon, if it's super early in the morning, if it's the night, like where I'm living, because we are quite approaching midnight. Ciao a tutti, I see that already some people are saying, Beppe, you are late, mamma mia, 2 minutes you are late, mamma mia, you think we are at school? We are not at school, my friends. Mercato never sleeps. I really tried, I promise you I tried to give you a surprise with a surprise guest. Unfortunately, the surprise guest can't come, but he will come in a few days, so don't worry about that. We'll try to have some special guest also on the channel. It is what it is, and that's why, now it's 49, marriage, now it's 49. When I started the live, it was 48, 47, whatever. Guys, what did you think? That I would leave you alone? That I would leave you alone after the crazy day that we had today? Today I made a video that was really funny because I will be really honest with you. I was thinking it would have been a really chill and calm Sunday, probably the last calm Sunday of the Mercato period. Before going really full power with the names, I was thinking, you know what, today would be really chill. So you know what, instead of going with the paper, saying always the same, I will do a funny video. And I did a funny video, you know, with Mercato. It's crazy, it was super funny. That's what I did. It was 1 minute. I don't know if you were able to see it or not. Super funny, with a meme, you know, with the guys dancing in the club. And then right after that, we started again with the full power Zaniolo news everywhere. Zaniolo. I made a video with my opinions about Zaniolo, what's happening with Zaniolo. I finished the video, I upload. As soon as I upload, I said, you know what, I will go for a walk with my wife, you know, walking a bit. Di Maria said yes. Mamma mia. I said, what do? I start with another video, you know, the short. But that doesn't mean that we can't do a live. That doesn't mean that we can't do a live, because my friends, when I told you that Mercato is crazy, Mercato is really crazy. Really crazy. Tell me, I was not lying. And I anticipated you since really long that Mercato would be crazy. So what will we speak about today? Zaniolo and listen, and underline please the word and. It's not if, it's not plan B. Zaniolo and Di Maria. We'll speak about Pogba. We'll also speak about Kostic. We'll also speak about Koulibaly. It is not over. We'll speak about Koulibaly. So let me first say hello to all the people in the chat. For the people that are not able to watch live and that will probably watch tomorrow when they will wake up, good morning to all of you. Thank you for also watching the replays. I tried also to change the hour so that everyone can also participate the live, but really thank you, and thank you for all the maximum of like that you are putting. So let me say hello to the first one who was there, Gravush. Ciao Gravush. We have Nick in the chat who's saying you are a legend. Pazzo. Il mercato è pazzo. Mercato is crazy, absolutely. Ciao Bogdan, that was about to go to work. He said, you know what? Work can wait. Ciao Marvin. Ciao Aman. Ciao Nick again. Gravush, Nick, Gravush. They are boom. Gravush and Nick. Ciao Simon, who's saying, seeing that the GJustjuve is doing a live after a long day is like taking off your shoes after a run. Sit back and enjoy. Hey, wash your feet first after a long run. Please, because the chat has to be really smelling good today. So no toxicity. Simon, do your shoes in the corridor, wash your feet, and then you can enjoy the live. Ciao Marco, ciao Hassan. We have let me check. Mercato is crazy song everywhere. Ciao Maric again, mamma mia. Ciao Romeo Fontana. Ciao Ab, ciao Tai. We have Anthony Schifano who is saying Zaniolo in. A lot of people, especially the USA, Canada, Italo-Canada, Italo-USA, they were all in favor of Zaniolo. You will be happy. We also have Colo in the chat who's saying tonight will be a late night for me, Beppe, Cambiaso and Zaniolo. If you want to, you can already prepare the Koulibaly. Let's see. Maybe you will have to throw away the video. Maybe you will be the first one that will publish the video because it will already be ready. Ciao Kenan, Kenan is there as well. Locatelli, sempre qui, second month as a member. That's great, grande Locatelli. You will never regret that. You will never regret that. Oh, Anthony Schifano is in Sicily, grande, my hometown, La Sicilia, La Sicilia. Colo is cooking tonight. He will watch the videos. He will work on the videos. What about Kostic? We'll speak about him. So what do we start with? What do we start with? You want the story of Di Maria or you want the story of Zaniolo? Because of course we have to build everything. It's not just that I'm going live and I tell you, Koulibaly yes, Koulibaly no, Di Maria yes, Zaniolo yes, Zaniolo no. No, of course we have to explain. We have to build how and why. We are on Sunday and suddenly we have all these names. So wait, let me do a poll. Of course we will do a poll. What first? We start with Di Maria or the Zaniolo story so that we can build and explain how it is possible. And then of course we have the other names. Of course we have the other names because it's not over. By the way, while you're voting, because the poll is live, I will wait 2-3 minutes. While you're voting, I will tell you that Paul Labil Pogba, he went away from Africa, from Guinea, and he took the plane, he went to Miami. Last week in Miami for him, then we start already with the countdown. Paul Labil Pogba, countdown. We have also Cambiaso to speak about. But let me first read some comments so that you have the time to vote at the moment. Apparently you are more interested at the moment about Di Maria with 66%. That's what you want to know, we can speak, Even if Di Maria, I tell you the truth, Di Maria, you know already a lot of things. It's just the cherry on the cake that we can explain. Of course, the Ligt will speak about the Ligt, of course, because Koulibaly is linked with the Ligt, of course. Zaniolo can't hear Di Maria anymore. Primo El Fideo, so people, they want Zaniolo and people, they want El Fideo. And that's why YouTube, they invented, or they copied Twitch, actually. They copied Twitch with the polls. You convinced me about Zaniolo. How did I convince you about Zaniolo already? With the video of this morning. Goedenavond, Kilian. Goedenavond. Zaniolo and Di Maria. Mamma mia, fire. Is there really Di Maria news? Apparently, yes. Yeah, there is. MLG. Ciao, my brother. Nice to have a live. I would love to have Zaniolo at Juventus. How do you feel about Ronaldo rumors at Roma? Beppe, can you say hi to my son Xavier? He's here with me, young Juve fan, so I will watch him in the eyes. Xavier, my friend. No, it's not your birthday, but Xavier, my friend, you have chosen the right path. Because you could have chosen Milan, Napoli, Fiorentina, Inter. No. You made the right choice, Xavier, because you became a Juventino. And you know what it is, Juventino. Juventino is the guarantee that you will be happy at least once a year, lifting a trophy in the air. And all your friends at school, they will cry because you will be happy. You will be really happy. But if you want to continue to be happy, you have to be a good boy. Listening to your father, listening to your mother, you have to be really a good boy. And if you're a good boy, Juventus will win. Now we start, guys. You have voted after 2 minutes. Let's wait that we have 3 minutes. At the moment, Di Maria is winning with 64%. There are some news, of course, about Di Maria. Ciao, Tariq. Ciao, Tariq. Of course. Locatelli. Beppe, do you know when you will be entering next time for a game? The calendars are out, so I need to agree with Juventus when I can go. Beppe, cosa che con De Ligt? I will speak about De Ligt. Wait. Okay, guys, few seconds. We can already start. Di Maria. Okay, let's start with Di Maria. We stop the votes. Di Maria, but we have only 74 likes. That's not a lot, 75 likes. That's really not a lot. If you want to listen to Di Maria, guys, let's increase a bit these likes. Okay, we can start now. I don't know why I can't see the count of the people here. Where is the count of the people? Can we see the count of the people? I don't like that. It's because it's black. I understand now. It's because it's black on black. Wait, let me put it here so that I can see how many Juventini are here. So, we start with Di Maria. Di Maria. there was yesterday, I don't know if you saw it or not, the video of him in Argentina, where you saw, I don't know if it was a gamer, a YouTuber, a journalist, young journalist, a Twitch guy, I don't know who he was. It was in Argentina, they were speaking Spanish, and they made a game at a certain moment in the interview when he took a rack, a beautiful rack, with different shirts, and he said, let's play a game together to see what team you like, what team you don't like, where you imagine that you could play one day. And at a certain moment, he took the shirt of Roma, and you saw the facial expression of Di Maria. No. He said, no, Roma, no. And then the YouTuber, the guy, the host, he was also saying, no, I totally agree with you. It's not a club for you. Okay. Chelsea. He said Chelsea. No, doesn't like Chelsea. Guys, Di Maria, at that particular moment, he was all Juventini, not liking Chelsea because they try to steal De Ligt. Pay attention to De Ligt. I know that we like him. Pay attention. I made a video and the title of the video was I am scared. I continue to be scared about De Ligt. So Di Maria, when he heard about Juventus, because he took the shirt of Juve, he started laughing. And it's already the second time that Di Maria is laughing, but he was laughing hearing the name of Di Maria. It happened after an international game with Argentina. He laughed again now, a nervous laugh, but you saw in the eyes that were doing beautiful things, glitters in the eyes. He saw already his future at Juventus. You could already see it. And he said, yes, it's true. It's a club that was interested in me. At the moment, I am enjoying my holiday with my family. Let's see. So he was leaving the door open. One thing that annoyed me a bit was a club that was interested in me. I didn't like that much, even if it's life. He was nervous. You understand. He can't reveal. So I totally understand that. But already there, he saw the shirt also of Barcelona, and he said, yes, also one of the biggest clubs of Spain. Would have been great to play there. Okay, two clubs. From all the shirts he saw, two clubs were really important. Barcelona and Juventus were in... it's true. The eyes never lie. Where Di Maria, when he was speaking about Juventus, he said, it's the biggest club of Italy. He didn't say one of the biggest clubs. No. He said, it is the biggest club of Italy. He said it is the biggest club of Italy. And he's totally correct. So why suddenly an acceleration is because we are arriving step by step to the beginning of the Ritiro. You know that the rumors were saying that Juventus, they will meet again, at least the first player on the 4th of July. You know that 4th of July is next Monday. So in 7 days, you have to sleep 8 more times. In 7 days, we have the first players that will gather together to start preparing the season that start earlier. Juventus now, after understanding, after studying, after watching a bit and being actually really patient on a lot of things, even on Di Maria, on Pogba, on the other names that we will speak about today, Juventus was taking really their time. They were not in a rush because we have a lot of things to manage. Also, the story of De Ligt is super important, really important. We will come to the why there is an acceleration also for Zaniolo, because the Di Maria story is great, is nice, but we're already speaking 1 month about it. The Zaniolo story, that's really interesting. Why suddenly the name of Zaniolo is really huge in the papers. So if we speak about Di Maria, guys, we know it. Monblano last week already said it's a total yes. You had some journalists that were saying no, and you were some journalists that were not pronouncing themselves. They were saying we don't know. At the moment, he didn't decide yet. Mirko Di Natale, he said on Sunday we will have an answer, and he said that on Thursday. On Sunday, the first big confirmations, yes, arrived. Because Fabiana Della Valle, everyone was reported, yes, Di Maria said yes. Why is that? Because it's true that Di Maria, he wanted also to go to Barcelona. He wanted to join Barcelona. He wanted to join Juventus. Of course, there were two clubs. He didn't know if he had to go back immediately to Argentina. He feels himself as a big champion. He wants to finish his career in Europe in a top club that is appreciating him. Barcelona, they only spoke verbally with him. No offer yet. Look at Barcelona. They can't sign Lewandowski, Kessié, all the big players, Koulibaly and so on. They can't sign them at the moment. They are really blocked. They can only take some verbal agreements, but what is a verbal agreement? It's nothing in today's world. It means nothing because a verbal agreement can be taken back really soon. And today we had more and more details where Di Maria said, you know what, I don't want to miss the train of Juve because I am waiting for Barcelona, because you never know what will happen. Is he motivated? Yes, he is motivated because he really wants to play. He really wants to finish in a top club. He wants to prove Paris Saint-Germain wrong that didn't extend his one more year, because he had a possibility from Paris Saint-Germain to extend one more year. Di Maria, guys, we can consider it in a done deal. Then tomorrow, of course, everything can happen. Until Juventus doesn't confirm with Di Maria next to him with a shirt, with a number. What number? Maybe the number 10. We don't know. I am not that sure that the number 10 will go to Paul Pogba. I am really not that sure that the number 10 will go to Pogba. But we can consider him a Juve player. A player that every time that he hears the word Juve, he's smiling like that. Then he spoke with Mr. Allegri. He spoke with him. Of course, they were speaking about different positions because we were all speaking about a 4-3-3. But will the 4-3-3 be the formation, the lineup, or is it something else that Mr. Allegri is thinking about? We can speak about that. So Di Maria, a lot of confirmations, all of them are quite prudent, and the journalists are quite prudent at the moment. They are all saying yes, he wants to go. Nearly say yes, but it's not 100%. I spoke with some journalists in private. They also told me that the agent at the moment, they didn't say here we go. So it's not a here we go like Fabrizio Romano said for Paul Pogba and all the journalists. That's not the case. They didn't say here we go, but they said here nearly we go. That, we missed that. And I don't believe that Di Maria tomorrow will change his mind after giving his verbal word to Juve. I don't believe that Barcelona suddenly tomorrow morning they will wake up and they will unlock their Mercato. This is about Di Maria, guys. I'm super happy. I said you from the first moment on, I immediately told you I am a Di Maria fan, and I will explain you even why I am a big Di Maria fan. And that's where we enter the Zaniolo story. That is super important. Can we speak about Neymar? We can speak about Neymar after. Of course, we can speak. So, Di Maria should be the second virtual player of Juventus after Paul Labile Pogba. Why is it interesting to speak about Zaniolo? I can explain you, but first let me see your reactions about Di Maria. Are you happy? Yes or no? Ciao Liam. Di Maria is an old player. Oleg, the details for Di Maria are 1 year of contract, maybe with an extension to the second year. That probably will be at the favor of the player. That means that the player, after reaching some condition, could potentially unlock that second year. That's one thing. 7 million euro net. Is he an old player, 34? For a player 34, is going towards the end of the career. Yes, absolutely. Is he a player that has a lot to give? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. In Serie A, he can really make the difference. I believe that he can be a top player for 1 year. Even for 2 years, but that's another story. But for 1 year, it can be really decisive. That's what I really believe. So, what are you saying about Di Maria? Class is ageless, absolutely. Zlatan is old player and he won the Scudetto. It's true, even if Zlatan had really a lot of injuries. And that's the good thing with Di Maria. Di Maria is not injured. Don't believe people that tell you he's injured, because if you go to transfer market, you are watching, it's not a player that is really frequently injured. Di Maria can be the next Maradona in Serie A. Maybe I would not exaggerate it. Today I watched again Argentina, Belgium from 86. Mamma mia. Maradona was something else, guys. If there is a player that I really wanted at Juve, was Maradona. If Di Maria come, will the deal with Kostic collapse? I will tell you. If the deal with Kostic collapse, it's not because of Di Maria. Why you? It's because of another player. It's because of the other player that we will talk about. I agree. Yeah? We are missing, and we have been missing a player like Di Maria, Toxineus. I agree. Great ad for Di Maria. I'm super happy with Di Maria. Can't hide that Di Maria is a smart guy. Absolutely. Anthony Schifano is saying that I began to not believe in Di Maria due to the motivation and desire to join Juve, but I think I still take him due to his class. Locatelli saying the main reason I want Di Maria is for Soulé, his development. I was speaking with Soulé yesterday on Instagram, by the way, in DM. He was saying that he came back from holiday, no, a good guy. Soulé is a good guy. He's ready for the next season. Where will he play? What first team under 23? I don't know, but he's ready, ready, and he trained a lot also during the holiday, so he will be ready for the beginning of Serie A. I'm happy for that. Super happy. Nothing to lose with Di Maria, and that's a good one. That's a good one. So now we go to Zaniolo. Okay, Zaniolo, because I see the question, how much does Zaniolo cost? Okay, Zaniolo, the first request from Roma publicly were 60 million, 70 million. We even reached on the papers a value of 70 million. 70 million that were on the paper, but from the rumors of inside the clubs, Roma, Juve, Milan, all the clubs that were there, the journalists, the contacts have never reached 60, 70 million. Everyone knew about it. Juventus has always been interested on Zaniolo. Always. But Juventus was not in a rush. Ciao Stavros. Ciao MLG, ciao Marvin, ciao Thomas Maklouf again. Even if I already saw you, I see the names again and then I say hello. Juventus has always been interested in Zaniolo since years, and I repeat you that on the channel. They have excellent contact with the players, with the entourage of the players. They already have a contract kind of ready for Zaniolo, with the salary, with the length, with everything. Everything is already okay between entourage, player and Juve. Everything. So why is it not a Juve player, you will tell me? And why didn't Juventus push for a Zaniolo? For two things. Because Juventus, they were waiting. You will tell me, Beppe, but Juventus, they are always waiting. Mercato is sleepy. Mercato is not crazy. Mercato is sleepy. Why are they sleeping? Why are they waiting? Why are not just going to Roma and say, give us Zaniolo? Because Juventus, it's a way of a strategy. They understood that Zaniolo is not 100% welcome at Roma, and that's an important factor. He's not 100% welcome at Roma anymore. For what? I have no idea. I will tell you the truth. I don't know why. There is no alchemy, why there is not a great relationship between Mourinho, Roma, and Zaniolo. I have no idea. Is it because of his behavior? Is it because they know that from the moment it's possible he wants to go to Juve? Because you know that he's a Juventino, die-hard Juventino. Why? I don't know. And I will tell you more, I don't care. I don't care why Roma, they don't want to go for Zaniolo. Is it because of injuries? Can be. Maybe all of them, because they know he wants to go to Juve and he will not renew. Maybe because behavior, maybe because of injuries, but I don't know. All these kind of things taken together makes that Roma, they don't want to. And why are we accelerating now? It's for one simple reason. We are approaching the moment where the Serie A will restart. Not the games, but the pre-season games. Mourinho, he made it really clearly to Roma. I don't want players that will not play with us this season. I don't want them. I don't want them here because they will probably bring some toxicity and so on. I want to work really on the team. Now, Mourinho has never been my favorite coach. You know that. But if there is one thing that Mourinho is really great at, is in forming a team. a cohesive team that is giving everything for his trainer. He won the Conference League. Mourinho has bigger dreams now at Roma. He has won the trust of the supporters. He has won the trust of Friedkin, the boss of Roma. He has also won the trust of the players now. Everyone is believing in Mourinho and they want to go for it. Probably the only one that is not 100% believing in Mourinho probably is Zaniolo. Why? Because Zaniolo didn't play all the games last year. It's true that he scored the decisive goal in Conference League and he brought that trophy to Roma, the first real European trophy for Roma. But that doesn't mean that he convinced everyone and that he is convinced, because at the moment we don't even know the role that Zaniolo is playing at Roma. Sometimes he's playing second striker, as a number 10, as an offensive right winger, as a mezza. He's playing every position. So I don't know, guys. And I don't care. Before I explain you why Juventus is now accelerating, I want to say thank you to Sam. Sam that became a member of the channel. Grande Sam! Let me drink my coffee. We also have probably Aman that is watching. Aman is always watching. He finished all the school. He will now start to find a job. Grande Aman. Fantastic. Aman is a fantastic person. I don't know if he's watching or not. Probably, yeah, he's always watching. Never writing, but watching. Aman is a top guy. Aman is a top guy. He's doing the stickers. He's working on some thumbnails. No, not the thumbnails. The background. He's working on a lot of things. Grande Aman. Fantastic. I love Aman. He's doing a lot of things on the channel. He's a bit my, together with Mo, you know, Mohammed El Shahali. He's a bit my confidant. When I have some doubts, creative ideas is for Aman. I speak with him. By the way, he did all the setup from, I don't know where he lives, in another country. He built the setup here behind instead of the library. And my friend Mo is the more serious talk when I have to complain. When I complain, I go to Aman, to Mo. That being said, let me drink and then we go to Zaniolo. Thank you, Sam. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. Aman is here, by the way. Grande. So, Tariq as well, Tariq as well. So, Zaniolo, why is Juventus accelerating? Really easy and super easy. Because Roma and Mourinho, he put some pressure on Friedkin and he said, Friedkin, I don't want to see the guy if he will not stay. So, Mourinho doesn't want him. They try to renew him. There is nothing between Roma and Zaniolo. He has 2 more years of contract. They said, you know what? Let's cash in. We go to Juve and we speak really honest with Juve. We come with a price tag for Zaniolo, and the question was how much will it cost? I can't put a tag, probably between 35 and 45. Probably 40. That will be the value of Zaniolo, 40. But Juventus, they were expecting that Roma made the first step. It's a strategy. If you come and if you do the first step for Zaniolo, if you do it, the first step, it's over. It's over. Because they will ask you these 60, 70 million. If they come and they have a problem because they really want to offload the player, then it's another story. Then it's a total other story. Especially because they even opened the door. And a beautiful door. A door that I was not believing and that Marvin is anticipating here below. He's saying, give them Arthur. This is exactly what Juventus will probably try to do if the player is convinced. If the player is convinced. Because Arthur is the one that doesn't want to stay at Juventus because he really wants to be a starter. Allegri tried him. Pirlo tried him at Juventus. It's not working. Like some players sometimes of great qualities are not working. Arthur is not working at Juventus. So Arthur could go to Roma. Roma even opened, I don't know if it will happen or not, in a dry loan of 2 players. Loan for 1 year. A kind of zero operation between 2. This is not really interesting with Juventus, especially if you know that from this year you can't do any more loans of 2 years. It's 1 year. This is not really something interesting, but pay attention. Pay attention. We have also a lot of new Chelsea fans. Newsflash is here. Saying I'm new to the channel and I'm a Chelsea fan. So grande, grande. Ale, 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 oh. Grande news flash. So, explaining, because King Adepe is already saying, I will be happy if Arthur is gone. I believe that everyone will be happy if Arthur is gone. Also, Arthur will be happy. And Juventus, they actually found a solution for Arthur. Because they were not expecting Roma to open the door for Arthur. They were expecting Roma to open the door for Zaniolo. They were maybe expecting Roma to open the door for, I don't know, Rovella or McKennie. And you know that Rovella will probably have a lot smaller value than Arthur. So Juventus, they were there. I don't know. But they are Roma is solving us two problems. The first one is giving us Zaniolo. The second one is taking us Arthur. And that would be really... We have to say thank you to Roma. I will support that they will finish top 4. After Juventus first and then in the top 4 Roma. If they solve us that problem, I will cheer for them that they are top 4. I will hope that they will lose versus Juve, but I will support them versus Inter, versus Milan, versus every team. Not Juve, not Juve. So let's go Forza Roma after Juve this year. If they take Arthur and they give us Zaniolo. What will be great with Zaniolo? And here is when it comes to building everything. Zaniolo, he can play as a number 10, he can play as a mezzala, he can play as a as an offensive trio. Guys, we have Di Maria. We have Zaniolo. Imagine, we have Pogba. I don't know what kind of formula we'll find. Probably it will be kind of loans with obligation to buy at certain condition of minimum expected games played. So if, for example, I don't know, if Zaniolo is able to play 35 games in total this season, maybe he will be for Juve. Juve will have to buy him. And if Arthur is playing that much games, maybe, so that could be a really great option. It's not a loan, it's a loan with obligation to buy at certain conditions. Why is Juventus doing that? Because Juventus, and I tell you the truth, like you, like me, they are a bit scared. They are a bit scared about Zaniolo's physical conditions. They know that he played, that he healed, but they saw some reports of the medical condition of Zaniolo where they are not 100% convinced. Guys, they are not 100% convinced. Then, I'm not saying that Zaniolo can't play at Juve. I'm not telling you that he can't play a season. You have some players like that. They are really great. And they do fabulous careers, even if they are a bit fragile and if you are a bit scared. And you have other players that are always 100% fit and they are not good enough. It is what it is. So Juventus is convinced about the fact that they are taking a risk with Zaniolo, but it's a limited risk. And that's why they are taking also Di Maria. Why? It's true. Radovan, it's true. It's true. So why? Why are they taking Di Maria? Because they know that if Zaniolo, unfortunately, will spend his time at J Medical, they have some security with a Di Maria that is never injured that can play. And you solve the problem. Because then you play with Pogba, Locatelli, Zakaria, and then you play with Di Maria, Vlahovic, and in the meanwhile, Chiesa would be back. Chiesa on the left, Di Maria on the right, Vlahovic on top, and you play with Zakaria, you play maybe with McKennie, depending who will remain at Juve in the midfield, because that's a big rebus. That's a really big question mark there. Locatelli, Pogba, and then you play behind. If Zaniolo is not fit, if they discover that is not good, at least you have a backup as Di Maria. Not a backup of Zaniolo, but at least you have two players that can play different positions, and you are taking yourself a bit secure. You are giving yourself a bit more security, which should be really ideal, because you have a year to test Zaniolo. Apparently, I'm not the GOAT, Cecilia. I'm not the GOAT. I'm just explaining you a bit the behind the scenes of Mercato like we hear them. I am not an expert of Mercato. I'm not a journalist. I am not in contact with the agents of the players. I just take a lot of story from Nicolo Schira, from Albanese, from Monblano, from Agresti, from Romano, and I make a story about it. And then I try to explain you Fabiana Della Valle. Some people are telling me that the Ale Ale O is really quiet. Wait. Let's try again. Ale 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 O. Ale 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 O. Now you should hear it better. Thank you for the people that are telling me these kind of things. Thank you, my friends. And by the way, taking a break to say thank you to Prof. Lucas Villar that became a member on the channel. Grande. So let's play the music. Sono un ultra bianco nero. Thank you, Prof. Lucas Villar. But it's not only Lucas Villar that is there and that just became a member of the channel. It's also Temporary Peace. Temporary Peace that just extended his membership for the 9 consecutive months. I believe that Temporary Peace is one of the first one together with Cecilia that became a member of the channel 9 consecutive months. E insane modest GOAT. Ma che GOAT? GOAT is Ronaldo, GOAT is Messi, GOAT is Allegri. The GOAT is no Beppe. Beppe, why no shoulder shake today? Let's do the shoulder shake. So, speaking about Zaniolo, we have to continue because it's really interesting. It's really interesting, the story of Zaniolo. Juventus take Zaniolo knowing that there is a risk on physical condition. And that's why they really want, for free, Di Maria. Di Maria that could play possibly in a 4-2-3-1 as a number 10 with a Zaniolo next to him, and let's see who can play on the left side, because this is a question that you will all ask me. Beppe, where is Kostic? What about Kostic? I told you that Kostic was not a problem if you are taking Di Maria. Kostic has nothing to see with Di Maria. If you take Di Maria, you can easily take Kostic. There are already agreement with Kostic on the salary, on everything. They had really great contacts. Kostic said no for the renewal to Frankfurt. He's waiting for Juventus. If there really is something that can make Kostic collapse, it's our friend Zaniolo. Because then they are too much. Because you know that Di Maria can also play on the left. Waiting for Chiesa to come back, we can eventually also see a 4-3-3 with Di Maria on the left, with Zaniolo on the right, with Vlahovic on top. Chiesa comes back, which can take the left side with Di Maria on the right, and you can put Zaniolo as a box-to-box. I really believe that Allegri, if he goes for a 4-3-3, is seeing Zaniolo as a box-to-box. I was not sure about that. I want a Roma fan on the channel so I can ask him and he can explain me. I had some contacts today with Roma fans that unfortunately were not able to come today on the channel. I was speaking with them. I will tell you what they told me because they watch Roma every single day and they like Zaniolo, they love him. I will tell you what they told me. Wait, let me read so it's better. So I said, quick question. According to you, what's his best position? They told me. It's really funny because it's a mystery. So they don't know. Even the Roma fans, and I'm speaking about great Roma fans and not casual, but really diehard. They tell me it's funny because it's a mystery. In my opinion, he plays best when he has space to run. That's important. At attackers. That's when he's the most dangerous. So he's telling us he needs space. And when I think about Zaniolo, it's true that the images that I have on Zaniolo is a player that is playing in progression. He's taking the field and he's going up. He's going super fast and he's taking that ball and then nobody can stop him anymore. Remember that unfortunate, really, really big injury he had versus Juve, the same day as Demiral, by the way, Roma-Juve. It was when he was starting from the midfield, dribbling everyone, and then it's not over. He said, as a true number 10, with a lot of thinking and build up? Probably not. So he's not seeing them. The Roma fans are not really seeing him as a real number 10. And that's why a Di Maria could eventually play in a 4-2-3-1 as a number 10 with him as an offensive number 3. He's dangerous and is still evolving. So it's still a player that is in the making, that needs to understand. So I am dreaming, guys, I am dreaming today, like Aldo is saying, Zaniolo is a very direct runner. I love that. I am dreaming of 4-3-3 with Pogba on the left. Pogba is a right foot midfielder. Pogba on the left with Zaniolo as a, on the right as a mezzala, 2-box, with Locatelli defensive midfielder. What's great is that Locatelli, he can alternate together with Pogba. If Locatelli needs to go up, he can go up and Pogba can wait. If Pogba is going up, Locatelli can wait. Zaniolo, he will have one task, remaining in the midfield, and when he can, he will go up. Zaniolo, Pogba, Locatelli stays. Locatelli, Pogba stays, Zaniolo up. And then on top you have, when Chiesa will be back, you will have a Chiesa, you will have a Di Maria, you have a Vlahovic. My friends, this is a real beautiful build-up. On top of that, you have players like Zakaria or McKennie. Guys, I told you since months, I don't know why I don't see McKennie staying at Juve. I don't. Then maybe McKennie will stay, maybe Zakaria will be sacrificed. Both of them, I don't know. Don't forget you have the young guys to make grow. Rabiot will leave probably. Hey, you have also there. If Pogba is resting, maybe you can put Locatelli as a box-to-box on the left. You can have a Fagioli or a Rovella there in the middle, and then on the right side you have a Zakaria or a McKennie. You have the players now. You can really play, and they have really great qualities, and that's beautiful. Kostic, no, because probably will go for a Vice Vlahovic. Vice Vlahovic, that is more important if you have Zaniolo, Di Maria on the left to start the season, Zaniolo on the right, 4-3-3, and then when Chiesa will start playing back, Zaniolo will go down a bit. Can be a great tactical solution for me. This is the story of Zaniolo. Zaniolo to Juve, maybe with the loan with obligation to buy at certain conditions. Arthur to Roma, also there. Loan with obligation to buy at certain condition, could be the ideal solution for Juve, that was not hoping to make space for Arthur, giving him to Roma, but also to Roma that doesn't want to play with Zaniolo. Could be the perfect match. Zaniolo. Di Maria said yes, we already spoke about it, so that's beautiful. Let me read your comment, and if you have questions about Zaniolo, explain me. Tell me about Zaniolo, tell me about Di Maria, how you see them, because we still have to speak about Cambiaso, and we have to speak, even more important, about Koulibaly. Koulibaly, it's not over. And of course, Werner, De Ligt, and so on and so on. Pay attention to Werner. Bogdan has Bogdan is saying that Beppe has figured out Allegri's tactics in the next season. But it's simple. It's simple. It's not even difficult. It's really simple. Tariq is saying Zaniolo and Pogba as mezzala will be too attacking for us. But that's what we were missing last season, and that's probably also something that we are missing since a lot of season now. Juventus that is able to play a bit offensively. If you have a strong, and that's why people that are telling, oh guys, I forgot about Quadrado. Don't forget about Quadrado. While Chiesa is not there, you can still play Quadrado as an offensive winger there up on top. I forgot about Quadrado. And nobody in the chat is reminding me of Quadrado. Mamma mia, poor Juan. We forgot about Juan. I'm checking in the comments. Nobody. And Monblano is the Maradona of journalists. If you want a few words about Monblano, you know it's a friend of me. And it's someone that I really respect. A lot. Because I worked together with him. When I was at Juventus, daily contacts. I never saw someone working like him. Never in my life. He starts in the morning at 7 a.m. and he's going back from his offices at midnight. and he has to drive. Sometimes he's in the offices in Torino, sometimes in Milano. He has to go back home, and then in the morning he starts again. But we will not do a special Mamblano here. But you know how much I respect him, and he's also someone that I love in terms of building stories. It's a showman. It's an entertainment person. But it's a fantastic guy. It's a really fantastic guy. And he got me excited. He moves me. Hey, he told about Neymar. 3 days later, everyone was speaking about Neymar. He said about Di Maria. Everyone was, but it's the Mont Blanc. Di Maria. Guys, what do you want? More than that, I don't know. Zach and West are still very young. It's true, they are young. Allegri was impressed with McKennie. Pay attention. Beppe, I have breaking news on the league situation. Go to IG. And breaking news. Look at that. Maric is living in the Netherlands. So we will check that. Let me first say thank you to Azzurri Juve that extend for the 8th consecutive month. Grande Maric. And Grande Azzurri Juve. I'm confused. Sometimes I'm confused. Mamma mia. I like both Zaniolo and Di Maria. We need experienced player and we have gotten much younger. Zaniolo make things happen. And I love that he moves the ball forward and we need that. Beautiful tactical comment from Azzurri Juve because he's a player that I never saw a player like him that is only thinking vertical. Arthur is horizontal player. Playing like that. Horizontal, sometimes he's playing vertical, but in the wrong way because it's playing behind. When he has to play vertical, he's playing behind. But otherwise, it's a horizontal player, while Zaniolo is a player that is thinking only forward. Thinking forward, vertical. Something that Juventus missed. Paul Pogba, that is also able to play as a pivot, also can play in a 4-2-3-1. Can you imagine in a 4-2-3-1 where it's a 4-3-3 that becomes a 4-2-3-1 with Pogba and Locatelli remaining. And that was the question of someone here in the chat who was saying maybe and probably we would have been too offensive with Zaniolo and Pogba. Well, if Allegri asked only one player to remain, probably we are too offensive. If Allegri is saying in possession of the ball, 2 are remaining, Pogba and Locatelli, but Zaniolo goes up, or the other way around, Zaniolo, Locatelli remains, and Pogba goes up, then you are still protecting your team, because you are with 6 players, because you know that the wingers, the fullbacks at Juve, it's not Cancelo and Alexander-Arnold. That's not what we will have next season. So, but it's true. It's totally true. And then we have Ron Rusitano extending for the 9th consecutive month. And Ron is saying, Beppe, would Arthur accept a transfer to any team? To any team? No. But he really wants to play because he knows that he's not in the plans of Allegri. And he really knows that there is the World Cup in November, my friends. In November. We stop on the 13th. If he will not play with Juve, he will probably miss the being called up for Brazil. Because he's not a starter yet for Brazil. He has to fight for his spot. There are some players like that, they are untouchable. If Di Maria, for example, he goes to Rosario in Argentina, they don't care. They will call him up, whatever. He will play. Arthur, he could risk to lose his spot. So, not any team, of course. Don't send Arthur to Sampdoria or to whatever. But if you send him in a competitive Roma with a coach that is speaking Portuguese, that trusts him, he can be a player in addition with a Matic and so on in that midfield. I think that why not? A Roma that is ambitious, pay attention, because a Roma is an ambitious team. I'm scared about Roma, not for the Scudetto, but I'm scared about next year Roma. I say it and I will repeat it, pay attention to Roma next year. Wait. Zaniolo, we spoke about him, Pogba, we spoke about all these kind of things. Guys, is there something we have to, that I forgot before going to the next ones? I don't know, I think I forgot something. Anthony, Beppe, what are your thoughts on Pau Torres or Laporte if Koulibaly falls through the De Ligt replacement? Wait, let's go step by step. Keane is a good question. Moise Keane, he wants to go out. There are two teams from Premier League on him. Nottingham Forest and another one I forgot, another team also that kind of a bit better. Fulham, I believe Fulham that will go full power for our friend. Hey, thank you to Honeymoon, Hashmus Moon Money, this guy, grande. What was the question? Oh, it's Fulham. Thank you, guys. So Fulham that is super interested as well in Pellegrini. Pellegrini that could leave. But Keane will leave. Keane will leave. First, we will have to buy him totally from Everton. And then we can probably sell him. He dreams about going back to Paris Saint-Germain. If he goes back to Paris Saint-Germain, if there is that possibility, there are some talks with Paredes to come in our midfield, and then you know that everything change again, because if Paredes is a player that they will swap, but at the moment Paris Saint-Germain is exaggerating with the value. I believe they are evaluating Paredes 20 million. Juventus are saying you're crazy, don't fool with us, because he has 1 more year of contract. Lower the price for Paredes and we can talk about it. They take Keane, they pay us probably 20 million. We take Paredes for 15. Paredes is a player that can play in that defensive midfield role. Then forget about Zaniolo as a box-to-box, and then Zaniolo will play on top. And that's why we are taking long, because every move that we are making, every possible move, swaps between players that are going out, like Arthur going to Roma for Zaniolo, like Keane that could go or be sold and we have the money, or being exchanged with the Paredes. All these players, there are some tactical pieces that you are bringing to your puzzle, and that's why it looks like it's slow. But yesterday, the meeting between Cherubini and Arrivabene near to Livorno, really near and close to Livorno, where Allegri is, at the beach, was not to watch the beautiful girls or boys in a beautiful bikini. No, it was not to drink some cocktails and saying grande, grazie Juve, let's make an expense note, we will send it to Juve so that they will pay us back our martini. No, that was not the goal. The goal was to starting finalizing. And you see, yesterday, that morning meeting, I called it, instead of breaking news, I was calling it breakfast news. Yesterday, the meeting, today, all these kind of news, they went out. Hey, guys, you know that Arrivabene is a bit the boss of Cherubini. Are you going at the beach with your boss just to drink a cocktail? I don't think so. Or you go for work and you can drink a cocktail with your boss. You don't go at the beach with your boss just because you want to go to the beach. Guys, so you see the difference? 350 people, mamma mia, we didn't even reach the 200 likes. Guys. People are mocking you, People are mocking you. Let me put a comment of Chris Perotta. Ale, oh. Chris Perotta is saying, with what's going on, thoughts on Dybala return. Mamma mia, I hoped I didn't see that question, because we have to speak about the comment of Noel Demo 06, who is saying, asking any news for the league. We can speak about the league, and I believe I have bad news for Juventini. I don't know if Noel is an undercover Chelsea fan that wants some news, because I don't see Noel a lot on the channel. I never saw Noel. Let me check, and the name of Noel Demo. Can you confirm, Noel, what team you are supporting? Do I have a sense? Forza Juve. I was wrong. Noel Demo is Forza Juve. Grande. Pay attention. Not undercover, because then you will take the news for Chelsea. But yeah, we'll speak. So first, Dybala, because it's a comment of Chris. Thank you for your donation, Chris. Really appreciate it. Really appreciated the support. Chris, Dybala will not come to Juve. Forget about that. I saw today some trolls on internet with some messages that Pogba convinced the management for the return of Dybala. Forget about it. Totally. Forget about it. Because it's not true. It's not true. He will not come back, guys. Dybala, there are so many reasons why we stopped. With that. Hey, wait. There was someone that said me go to Instagram because he sent me. There was Maric, he said go on Instagram. I've sent you something. Breaking news about the Licht. Wait, let me check. Guys, I have to show you. Guys, we have the message. Guys, it's not a joke. Huh? There is a private message on Instagram answered by Matthijs de Ligt. And then we continue with Dybala. There is a private conversation between someone and Matthijs de Ligt on Instagram. Direct message. The direct message says, "Hello Matthijs. You're speaking with Maric. Please stay at Juve. We love you here. And we really want you to stay. Please stay at Juventus. Forza Juve. Forza Matthijs." There is an answer. Whew. Maximum of like if you want to discover the answer of Matthijs de Ligt. Because we have an answer of Matthijs de Ligt to that question. Please stay at Juve. Matthijs de Ligt answered that message. What did he say? Yes? No? Omar is saying, show us Beppe. In 7 seconds you will discover the answer of Matthijs de Ligt. And you will be shocked. I'm going to Salernitana, man. And my name is De Ligt, by the way. Oh, and tell Beppe I said what's up. That's what the message of Matthijs de Ligt, guys. Important breaking news on the channel. Matthijs de Ligt to Salernitana, done deal. He will go, and he asked to everyone to call him de Ligt with a no, without H. It is what it is. He wants no, guys. Maric. See, it was funny, but of course it's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Of course it's a joke. Let's go back to serious thing. Mama, I was thinking something. What does that mean? It means nothing. It's a joke. It's Photoshop, guys. So seriously, we spent 5 minutes for a joke of Maric. I love the jokes. Thank you, Maric. So, speaking about Dybala, and we have to speak about the league because I'm scared about the league. Now, seriously, serious business, I'm really scared about the league. Dybala will not come. Forget about Dybala. There are so many reasons why Paulo Dybala is out of Juventus. The injuries, the request of salaries, his agent that was toxic because he's not able to sign 100 million things that made Juventus reconsider the offer or take back the offer that they offered a few months before to Paulo Dybala. One of the big ones were the fact that Paulo Dybala, in terms of behavior, was not 100%. And this motivates Juve more to stop the contract. It's not about... It's also tactic because in a 4-3-3 that we want to go forward, blah, 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 blah. Guys, Paulo Dybala will not come back at Juve because there are too many reasons why they said no. Probably also correct. Juventus, they didn't even want. They said we don't, listen to the words. We don't want to offer something to Dybala because it will not even respect the champions that he is. Sevilla proposed 3 million to Dybala. He will go to Inter. I heard about the news about Milan and so on and so on and so on. Guys, he will go to Inter at the end. If really it collapses with Inter, It's a disaster, huh? It's really a disaster for Paulo Dybala. Is he regretting? Yes. Yes. No doubts. No doubts. Did he make mistakes? Yes. We have to turn page. He will not come back. He will not come back to Juve. Guys, we are speaking about the future. Paulo Dybala, thank you. 115 goals at Juve, like Roberto Baggio. You won a lot of trophy with Juve. You had some important years at Juve. Now it's time to turn the page for Dybala and for Juventus. I think it's also good for Dybala that he will play a lot better. No, he will not go to Toronto. No. So let's speak now about Matthijs de Ligt. Okay. Matthijs de Ligt, I'm scared. I tell you the truth and I repeat it. Matthijs de Ligt is a Juve player that has 2 more years of contract. If Juventus doesn't want to sell him, they don't sell him. Except if there is a club that is coming with 120 million cash money. They give it to Juve. They agree with de Ligt. And then it's over for Juventus. Only if de Ligt says yes. Okay? Other than that, Matthijs de Ligt stays. Of course, if today he has a clause of 120 and you can say yes or no, next year, if you want to sell de Ligt, if he really wants to leave, before him leaving for free, and that would be a disaster, his value will be a lot less. Because today you can even negotiate. You can go with some, 80 million, 90 million, 100 million, 110. You can negotiate today. You are strong. The strong part, the strong team today is Juventus because they have 2 years of contract of Matthijs de Ligt. Of course, if you are rebuilding a winning project and you are looking for teams that are saying no to some money, like a Locatelli that said no to Arsenal. Pay attention to Arsenal. They are doing really great in the Mercato. They took Gabriel Jesus, one of my shoo. I wanted Gabriel Jesus. It is what it is. So we will have Di Maria, we will have the angel, we will have Chiesa, the church, we will not have Gabriel, and we will not have Jesus. It is what it is. But they want to keep him. Priorities, keep de Ligt. Keep de Ligt. This is the priority of you. I saw already some comments on the channel. You were saying, yeah, but what a bad management because they want to sell him. They are not convinced about the league. No, Juventus, they want to keep de Ligt. But they don't want to do mistakes. They are looking for some Juventini. Locatelli said no to Arsenal. Pogba said no to Manchester City and to Paris Saint-Germain that were offering a lot more. Vlahovic said no to Arsenal. He said no to a lot of teams that were about to pay more for him, to Dortmund, and so on in terms of salary. I'm speaking about salary. Chiesa said no to big teams to go to Juve. Guys, we are building some Juventinità core that is extremely great because that was what we were missing a bit. This real Juventinità. If de Ligt today, he is not sure if he shows that, I believe that you are doing great, but I don't believe in Serie A because we have to be honest. Serie A today is not at the level of Premier League. The risk, and I think it's also stupid, if you are seeing how Juventus is moving on the market and you decide to go to a Chelsea that maybe next year, playing a great Premier League, can finish 5th because City is doing better on the market. They go with Holland and they go with other players. Liverpool, they are going better. They are all reinforcing themselves. Arsenal is going crazy. At the end, there are only 4 spots for Champions League. There are not 10 spots for Champions League, only 4. So the risk, the percentage of chances to be out of Champions League, it's a paradox. It's bigger in Premier League than at Juve. Because Juve, even with a disaster year with Pirlo and with Allegri, at the end, with Faraoni or without Faraoni, you finish 4th. You finish 4th, whatever. Or it's a total disaster and it happens one every 50 years. But otherwise, you are there. So, but if he wants to go, Juventus is saying, guys, give us 100 million. This is the value today that we want to sit on the table. No 40 million and Werner. No. Give us 100 million. Then, if you want to give us a player and we reach 110 million, could be that we speak. We are not closing the door. Only the ones that wants to remain at Juve. But Juventus, they are not sure. Especially now that they have the chance to go for Di Maria, Zaniolo, Pogba. They are even renouncing on the guy, what's the name there? Kostic. Because, don't forget, we need to build the defensive line if De Ligt is leaving. It's good to have De Ligt leaving and you take cash. If you take Werner, guys, who do we put behind? Because that's a problem. That's really a problem. So what is Juventus thinking? Is to go with an all-in for Koulibaly. Koulibaly has always been a target of Juve, together with the names of Rudiger, Bremer, and Koulibaly. There was also the guy from Arsenal, Gabriel. The problem with Gabriel is that Juventus was not 100% convinced, but there was a possibility to do a swap with Arthur, because Arthur needed to leave. Arsenal, they wanted Arthur, but they were difficult. They were really difficult in negotiating because they wanted a loan. They were not 100% convinced. So at the end, Roma is solving us more than one thing, because thanks to Roma, and that's why we waited 26 days of Mercato. That didn't officially start. We started on the 1st, but let's say pre-Mercato, we started and we waited 27 days before taking some crucial decisions. And at the end, you know who is unlocking it? It's Roma. Roma is opening that domino effect after securing Pogba. Roma is opening the domino effect with Zaniolo and taking Arthur. It's a really great chance for us because Zaniolo can play different position. Di Maria finally saying yes. So thanks to Barcelona that they have no money as well, we are going into the right direction. Just get 120 million for De Ligt. Who you buying with that money? So Ron, thank you for your donation. Ale, 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 oh. Ale, 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 oh. There was a mosquito. Grazie Khalid for subscribing to the channel. Grande. Hey, let's try to reach these, how much? 20k. I said 20k before Serie A starts. 20k. Can we reach it or not? Boo? I don't know. We are already at 18,573. Yeah, we are increasing day by day. Cherubini Stongs is the message of Prof. Villar. Well, Juventus is going that direction. Ron, give us the money. Maybe not 120, but if we can have between the 90 and 100 million, Juventus will say okay. It will say okay. And who do you get? It's Koulibaly. It's Koulibaly because Koulibaly and Napoli, they are going away. They are splitting. One more year of contract. De Laurentiis, if he sees the money, he will sell him. Koulibaly, he loves Juventus, guys. Everyone, when you are in Italy, especially after 7 or 8 years of Napoli, after coming from Genk, you love Juve. You love Juve. He can be the heritage of Chiellini. Guys, I will tell you, a Koulibaly Bonucci is better than a De Ligt Bonucci. Then you will say, Beppe, what are you telling? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. De Ligt is a better defender than a Bonucci, of course. Of course, especially how we love defenders to defend. But De Ligt and Bonucci, they are not complementary. You know it, because De Ligt has to adapt on the left, where he's performing a bit less good, because he's adapting, because Bonucci is playing on the right. Koulibaly is a natural left-center defender. So the couple, of course, the ideal would have been Koulibaly De Ligt. I'm not crazy. Of course, Koulibaly De Ligt. But if you're telling me De Ligt can't be there, it's better to have a Koulibaly Bonucci than a Bonucci De Ligt, according to me. So Guys, Koulibaly, they will try. Then, if the crazy De Laurentiis tomorrow he wakes up and he decides that he doesn't want to, then it's not my fault. But Juventus will really try. If they don't have Koulibaly, guys, I don't know if De Ligt will leave this year. Juventus, they really need someone. They really need someone on the left side as center defender. Otherwise, we have some problems. Don't forget, the good thing as well is we are playing. How much games? Can we go on Juve channel? Let's go. Let's see what Juventus is saying. Yeah, Juventus. Let me go to the media. It's a birthday of a lot of players. Okay, if we go to the calendars of Serie A, we see that before the World Cup, we play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's a lot. Still a lot. Mamma mia. 15s are a lot of games. Plus the Champions League. Because I was thinking, guys, here you have the World Cup, okay? And then you have again the Mercato. So if you can cover, nah, it's impossible. You need a center back. You really need a center back. So, or you take a big center back, or De Ligt will be difficult to leave. At the end, I'm scared because I believe that we will find a solution. I think that De Ligt will be gone. I hope not. I prefer to keep De Ligt. I tell you the truth. Even if I know De Ligt, Bonucci, it's not ideal, but I prefer keeping De Ligt and maybe next year going for Koulibaly for free. I don't know. It's hard. Then if you give me 100 million, I can have a Koulibaly for 40. With that, you do a lot of things, guys. Agree. Chelsea sees we are missing the butler role. Guys, but that's the thing with Werner. It's not a bad player in Bundesliga. He was doing well, but if you're stopping with Morata, don't take Werner, guys. I saw some games of Werner when even with the hand he was not able to score. Mamma mia! Good player, kind player, beautiful player, whatever you want, guys. But apparently Allegri said I don't want him. Not him and not Pulisic. He doesn't want not one and not the other. So grande Allegri this time. I love how our management is running the club by being ruthless, professional, and work methodically for Juve providing a bright future. I love this kind of message because they are correct and we criticize them a lot, but we can see it. Now, D-Man is saying, I know Koulibaly is good. The problem is, does he want to go to Juve? Yeah, he wants to. Of course, he wants to go to Juve. Absolutely. Now, the entourage, it's the same as Pjanic and so on, Ramadani, they know Juventus really well. They already have an agreement with the entourage. Then, with the player is something else because I know loyalty to Napoli and so on and so on. Now, De Laurentiis is pushing him out. Where can he go? If he doesn't go to Juve, where can he go? Barcelona. But the Barcelona is still the same problem. He's earning 6 million at Napoli. Barcelona, they have really difficulties to pay some players now. So... No, De Ligt, I don't know who is De Ligt. I don't know. Kenan. De Ligt, I never heard in my life. De Ligt is 22. In August, he will be 23. So when we will start back, he will be 23. But it's true, he's super young. While Koulibaly is already a bit older. But guys, what do you want? And then next year, we go for another one. We have a Gatti that should grow in 1 year. He should have 1 more year of experience. You never know with Gatti where we can come. I don't count too much on him now. In the future, let's see. Aussie! Grande Aussie. I believe that De Ligt will leave for the Premier League club. That's the feeling I have. Can we do a poll? Can we do a poll on that? About your beliefs about De Ligt, guys? But the rumors I have is that Juventus, they want to force for Koulibaly. And if 2 weeks ago, I would have thought that it was Koulibaly plus De Ligt, today I'm more thinking that it's Koulibaly for De Ligt. So De Ligt going to Chelsea, we take the money, and Koulibaly arrives. That's what I think, and that's also, a part of the investment so that De Laurentiis is happy. Let me do a poll about what you think, not what you want, what you think. What will happen to De Ligt? Being sold or remains? So you have two possibilities, guys, and we make it simple. No blah blah, no blah blah. My prof from Brazil. Ale, 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 oh. Ale, 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 oh. He's saying, what about Dragoshin? Isn't he an alternative? It's a good question, because you're giving me the links today. Really easy to work today with the chat. Perfect, because you are giving me one link after the other. I see that we were at a certain moment 370. We are 350. Grande, guys. It was long time ago that we didn't reach constantly these numbers of the channel. I see a lot of people that are also just subscribing to the channel, making the community bigger. We are already 18,576. So we grew with 3 people in the meanwhile. Continue. We love that. Sunday evening, but a beautiful one. So our friend Prof is saying, what about Dragoshin? Isn't he our alternative? No. Dragoshin had a beautiful under-23 journey. He grew. At a certain moment, he was launched by Pirlo. And I remember everyone was saying Dragoshin, the new vampire of the Serie A. He will be Le Comte Dragoshin. Dragoshin, Dragoshin Dracula, Il Conte Dracula. He was about to be the next big thing together with Frabotta, the new Zambrotta. By the way, Frabotta, the new Zambrotta, is going to Lecce on loan. Probably also there some details so that they can have an option to buy him. Lecce, new promoted team. Hopefully he can play, because Frabotta, unfortunately, we have to be honest, when he was loaned to Verona, by the way, that they made a really strange swap with Udinese. They gave Udogie to Udinese because they said we have Frabotta. Udogie, fantastic career, while Frabotta, unfortunately, injury, and he didn't play. He played like 2 times a few minutes because he came from an injury. Hopefully the guy can show his value now at the team there, Lecce. Speaking about Dragoshin, he can play 2 positions, center defender or right back, a bit like the Winter, for example, but more as a right back than a center defender. No, it's not true. He can play both. He can play both positions. He was loaned out to Sampdoria. He didn't receive any play time for the first 6 months. We were thinking that he had a big competition there with Sampdoria center backs. Unfortunately, it was not the case, because when he went then on loan to Salernitana, also there he played a bit more, but absolutely not enough. Dragoshin could be in the package for Cambiaso, who's not the bald player from the past from Inter. It's the young Italian player from 19 that is playing as a left back from Genoa. Genoa, they value him for 10 million. We could lower a bit the price. We can give Dragoshin in the package and paying a difference of 3.5 for the young Cambiaso. With Pellegrini going for 10-15 million to Premier League, Juventus is doing serious and great business. The problem is that Dragoshin can't be an alternative. Is not good enough. If you are, because guys, our promise at the moment, the one that we believe in, is Gatti. And then you will tell me Beppe, and I will read the other comments, guys. And so stay with me. I will try to go a bit faster for your question. I will try to answer everyone, especially the people with the donation. Just stay with me. I come back to you. But you will tell me, Beppe, but Gatti is already 23. He's not a young player anymore. And no, you have to consider Gatti as a 18 years old player. Why? He comes from 4th division 1 year, 3rd division 1 year, 2nd division 1 year. He will play in 1st division now, in Serie A, not even with Salernitana or Lecce. No, he will play immediately with Juve. For Juve, he's a young player that will start his career in a big club. So give him time, no pressure. And if we have to believe in someone, we have to believe in Gatti. more than giving a chance to a Dragujin that we already know because we tested him at Juve, we followed him in under 23. So I don't believe that there we will see a lot of difference. So no for Dragujin, but he will be in the package for Cambiaso on the left. We pay him small amount. We give a Dragujin that would never play at Juve as a starter. Dragujin gone, and you go and you take a young left back that you can resell in the future, and you are solving problems like that. You are really solving problems, freeing up Pellegrini that gives you money. So if you're thinking we spent 3.5 for Cambiaso, only 3.5, and you're selling a Pellegrini for 10, 15, you're taking that money. Juventus is doing serious money. Serious money. So what is the poll actually you're saying? People are saying being sold at the moment. After 5 minutes, we have 56% of the people that said being sold. Every time I do a poll, Juve players, then they leave. Dybala, Kulusevski, and Bentancur. But I do a poll on everyone. That's why we have no players anymore. Juventus MC is saying, is Chelsea really that much better than Juve? The only reason the league would go to Chelsea. No, I don't believe it's for the money only. I will not speak bad about my friend Matthias now. Matthias, of course, money is exciting, but that's not the only reason, guys. No. It's not about Chelsea being better as Juve, even if Premier League is really better at the moment. And now we continue with the comments. The first one is a big one, and thank you, ADP. Let me put the music for you. ADP saying it's becoming really frustrating that the management can't convince players to stay. Other big teams like Bayern or Real Madrid have no problems convincing players to stay, especially young players. But yes and no. Yes and no. Probably more 70% yes. ADP 30% no. Because if you are looking to Bayern, Lewandowski wants to leave. He really wants to leave. If you are giving me the example of Bayern, Lewandowski wants to leave. Then they will force him to stay. I don't believe it's a really great idea from Bayern to force a player like him to stay. Then maybe a professional player, he will maybe change his mind and he will give 100%. I don't know if it's a really great idea. Like it was not a great idea for Paris Saint-Germain to keep Neymar 2 years ago when he clearly said that he wanted to go to Barcelona, back to Barcelona. I think it's really stupid. So there are some big teams that can't convince, they can't convince them, but they are forcing them. That's a big difference, one. Then Juventus, guys, we showed a lot of attractivity because Juventus remains Juventus. Locatelli, Vlahovic, and especially Vlahovic, also Zakaria, players that they're still attractive by La Vecchia Signora. Pogba could have gone to other teams and it's choosing for Juve. Di Maria was between Barcelona and Juve. Can't deny it, but at the end, look at the love in his eyes when he is speaking about Juve. Who are the players that we can't keep at Juventus, that we can't convince to stay at Juve? If you are giving me some examples. De Ligt, first of all, we don't know. Because De Ligt, he never said that he wants to leave Juve. He wants guarantees. That's the big difference that you have to take into consideration. He didn't say, I want to leave Juve, I'm fed up with Juve. No. He wants guarantee that his future can be solved in case of problems with Serie A, with competitiveness of Juve in the future. He says, give me a lower clause so that I can leave in case I am not satisfied with season 22-23. It doesn't mean he wants to leave. But Juventus, they say, if we have not 100% commitment of a player, then he leaves. Guys, it happened with Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane was sold. We took Buffon. We took Thuram. And we took, who else? Pavel Nedved, guys. It happens with all teams. Liverpool, that is a big team, was not able to keep Mané. Of course, they are already provided with Diaz and so on. But Mane, guys, I'm sorry, he wanted to leave and he said, if it's not Bayern, I will go nowhere else. It happens at a certain moment that you can't keep then the guarantees. But ADP, if you're signing, and I agree, if you are signing as club Juventus, if you are signing Pogba, Di Maria, if you were already in talks with Rudiger, that didn't happen. He went to Bayern. But you were in talk with Rudiger. You were in talk with Koulibaly, even before knowing that the league could have that option. According to me, Juventus is doing every possible thing to create an instant winning team. Then, of course, you have another problem, and it's the competitivity of Serie A that I never lie to you. And guys, if you are supporting Juve, pay attention, because the competitivity with the other European league will be more and more and more difficult. You know, I already told you, in the next 4 years, Premier League will earn 6 billion euro in terms of television rights. Not even in terms of merchandising, stadium entries, no. Only television rights, they will earn 6 billion euro. Serie A, in the same lapse of time, will earn 600 million. You can't compete. Ceferin, that I really dislike, that is not okay, that is blah, 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 blah. Ceferin is saying Italy is not ready for the Euro or World Cup, whatever, in 2032. I don't remember what. Because Serie A is not competitive enough. And if they don't change, we have a problem. And I understand that at a certain moment, the De Ligt is saying, guys, I believe in Juve. But Juve alone, let's see. And that's a big thing. Great. Eya, thank you for your donation. He's saying Timo is a world-class player. We should sign him. World-class, I think it's a big one. I think it's a real big one. Great. It's not a bad player. We can't lie. It's not a bad player, but he's not great in aerial duels. Is one that has a lot of, like the German, he loves to work. He's a workhorse. But we comes from 2 years of Morata that was a workhorse ready to sacrifice himself. But then you have an open goal and he's not scoring. Great. Then we have a problem. Then we have a real problem. That's according to me what I believe. What I believe. Then I'm confident that he can do a bit better than at Chelsea. At Juve, but it's not one that I want. It's not one that I want. You see, people are telling me, Beppe, pay attention because great. He's a Chelsea troll. He's a Chelsea troll. Thank you for your donation. Great. Grande. Bogdan was saying, pay attention for Draguzin. I don't remember what was the comment. First Grave is saying, when I was at Allianz Stadium, I bought the shirt with number 4, please. You want to show something, guys, about the number 4? And today it's shorty time. I'm in a short today. But, I have a few shirts of 21, 22. You know that shirt, that beautiful shirt? Look at that. It's the name of the league. But it's not all, only. Look. Look, I will show you what's happening with the shirt. Guys, where is it? Paulo Dybala on the shirt. Paulo Dybala. Weston McKennie with the number 14 and Matthijs de Ligt number 4. I think that this shirt that you can see here is the most it's the most doomed shirt, because probably, or there is a possibility that none of the 3 players that signed the shirt will be there next season. There are only 3 signatures on the list. Paulo Dybala, McKennie and de Ligt. We will have none of the 3. It is what it is. You take the ball of 2 seasons ago. I have Cristiano Ronaldo. You see the ball? Where? Wait. Can you see the ball? Whatever. I don't know if you see with the lights, but this is Cristiano Ronaldo. Let me take that down for a second. Cristiano Ronaldo. I have Giorgio Chiellini. I have Douglas Costa. I have, who's that? Bernardeschi. I have Bernardeschi with the number 33. Pjanic, that's Dybala and Pjanic, I believe. Guys, The only signatures things I have, they are all done. It is what it is. So let's see what will happen. Let's see what will happen. Disaster. The next player that will say, can I sign? You want me to sign your shirt? I will say, go away. Don't touch the shirt. Take your pen and you go home. I don't want you. Thank you again. Great. Our friend, our troll, Cecilia. So Juve is already thinking of a replacement of the league. The Koulibaly would be great. If he needs to leave, then yes. One thing is that worries me about De Ligt is that he doesn't say publicly that he wants to say, oh no, but they don't speak. Huh? Today, by the way, he was with Chiesa. No, they will not speak, especially because De Ligt is a really serious player. In Romania, Dragusin hyped in the press, then all quiet down, of course. Juve player that started, he started and then he flopped a bit. Thank you for our donation, 60 beats that is giving us from Canada, $2.79 grand. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I don't know how I have to pronounce it. Beats, my friend Beats. Let's play the music for Beats. Are you crazy? 60 million? Are you crazy? No, 100 million. What's going to happen with Perin? Second goalkeeper. No problem there. He signed. He already extended his contract. What about Demiral? Demiral is gone. It's not a Juve player anymore. Atalanta, both, they activated the buy clause. Then, there are some talks that Demiral could be sold to Manchester United. I don't know. I really don't care. There is one thing, apparently Juventus could earn 10% of the resale of Demiral. So if Atalanta decides to sell him, apparently, I'm not 100% sure, but we can take 10% on it. Could be good. If De Ligt leaves, I will say he needs to lose weight, like Di Maria. You see, we already changed the narrative, huh? You have so many cool signatures. I've got Buffon. Guys, I prefer no signatures if they all are about to leave. Beppe, Wolf is saying, ciao Beppe and all, I am too late. It's your fault, Wolf. You had to be early. Beppe, I have a question. Why can't we use Rabiot as a defensive midfielder since he has all the defensive qualities, tackle, blah, 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 blah. His stats are all above the defense. It's true, and Allegri would not be against keeping Rabiot, but don't forget, guys, we are making a big, crazy Mercato with a lot of entries, and if you are looking at the salaries, 7 million for Di Maria, 8 million for Pogba, they are quite low, huh? We are keeping what we are seeing, not going over crazy, so we are actually also saving costs. There's Rabiot is someone that is at a really high salary, as well as Ramsey, for example. If he comes with a 15, 20 million, 20 million for Rabiot, 20 million for Pellegrini. Don't forget that we are with so many midfielders. So at a certain moment, some people will need to leave. Beppe, get a shirt signed by Chiesa. Hopefully not, otherwise he will leave. I don't want him to leave. Where is the Zakaria shirt? It's there. I don't know where. Where is the Zakaria shirt? Here. I have it here. I was looking. Here is the beautiful Zakaria. By the way, some people, they were recommended me in the comments the documentary Zach 8 on YouTube. 15 minutes documentary, really great about the Zakaria. Really great person. I really enjoyed it. Let me check. We have 6OB that also, again, did a super donation. 6, if you have a comment, let us know, because then you're helping and supporting the channel. But let us know if we can, if you have a message. Here, you see here. Jay, what do you think about Frello plus 65 million from Chelsea? Hey, I will tell you the truth. I'm not an expert on Frello. To be honest, I'm not an expert on Frello. I don't know. Maestro is saying fino alla fine del Forza Juve. I don't know, guys. Frello. Then it's a question from the chat, guys. I know you know that I'm not a liar. When I don't know, I don't know. No, on that one, you got me because I don't know. Let me check. Are you speaking about Jorginho? Why are you calling him Frello? Jorginho I know, but Frello, cazzo di nome è? Frello. I never heard of Frello. Why Frello, guys? Are you crazy? I was looking Frello. I said maybe it's a young. I know Frodo from The Lord of the Rings. Frodo. I know Frodo. Frello, no. It's Jorginho. Jorginho. Frello. Mamma mia, guys. The Lord of the Ring, Frollo, the small guy with the strange feet. Yes, I know. Frollo. Frello. Mamma mia. Okay, now I can speak. Six is saying Beppe. It's Frello. It's Jorginho. Guys, what a name. Frello. Mamma mia. Yeah, you're all laughing with me. Guys, how can I know Frello? What does that even mean, Frello? Frello is Jorginho. But why you call him Frello if it's Jorginho? Disaster. Oh. Okay, Frello. Yeah, you know, I was invited on the channel from Matisse. It's called Ma. The channel. Great guy, yeah? Great guy. And he said before we started recorded, I said, what question do you have? Of course, he wanted to speak about De Ligt. And then he said, I want to speak also about Jorginho. I said, okay, let's do that. We spoke about De Ligt a lot, and then he said about Jorginho. I said, I hope you keep him. Mamma mia, disaster, Jorginho. No, I don't want Jorginho. I never wanted Jorginho. At a certain moment, I had like, you know what? If really is having the Euro 2020 performance, why not? Give him a chance. I will not be his fan, but I will support him and give him a chance. Closing an eye, a bit alla Marotta, you know, when he closes an eye. The problem is he closed too much eyes in his life, and look now, Marotta. So it's better not closing an eye. Keep both open, otherwise you finish like Beppe Marotta. We don't have to do that. Then up. And that's a problem. Then he's buying a Vidal for 100 million, Alexis Sanchez for 100 million, and then people are telling me Beppe Marotta the GOAT. Ma che GOAT de qua? GOAT of what? Whatever, that's another story about Inter. You know, after 2 hours of life, I start to hate Inter even more, if it's possible. But Jorginho, Frello, fino alla Frello. Beppe Marotta, no, again, Frello, Jorginho, you confused me now. Luis Freio Figlio Giorgio Jorginho, screen name, mamma mia. 5, quasi 6, se non, sì, 5, 6. No, I don't want him. And you know what? I want him. I don't even want him anymore. If I gave him a small chance at a certain moment, now I don't want to. Because he's slow, mamma mia. Can you imagine Pogba and Jorginho having both of them a bad day? The day, you know, once in a month when it's not going good with your body, you know, when you are a bit nervous. They told me it's only the women, but we also have women in the chat. So once a month, you are not really happy. Imagine it's the same day, Pogba and Jorginho, they have that day, they don't want to. They have stomach problems. By the way, hopefully we change the cock at Juventus, because you remember, and Quadrado, he had diarrhea, and the other one, he had diarrhea. De Ligt, Quadrado, everyone, he had diarrhea. They had to change at the midfield, but that the half time, that's another story. But speaking about Jorginho, no, guys, if he doesn't want to run, and Pogba in the same day they want to run, mamma mia, povero Zakaria will run. No, it's not possible. No, they are slow, great passes, great vision. It's true. The chef. What did I say? I didn't say the chef. What did I say? Pogba, he comes from Manchester United. Why do you think that the shirts of Manchester United are red? You have to think about these kind of things, guys. The chef. You see, it's the chef. Guys, it's true. The cook. I understand the mistake I made. I'm sorry. Amani explained me. Explain me. Chef cook. You never say chef cook. I don't know if in what language we say chef cook. It exists. It's a name. Huh? Chef cook. Chef cook. Chef cook. I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's late. You know when it's here, when you don't know what to do, and you see that I'm live since more than 1:30, more than a football game. You know that then it start to be a disaster. I say chef cook, guys. I promise you, I always said chef cook. I know it's a bad word. I know it's a bad word. A bad word. Depends. Depends. It's a bad word. It's not a bad word. It's Dutch. You see? You see, Clovice is helping me. Jimmy as well. They tell me, Beppe, in Dutch, we say chef cook. I speak Dutch as well. Guys, you can't expect you have one that is speaking Dutch, French, Italian, English, German, Portuguese, whatever, and that I always have my mind really clear and I can distinguish all the languages one time, guys. A cock is no, it's not. Cock is chicken in French. You see, they are putting me a lot of mistakes here. Cock, it's in English, it's another word. Cock in Dutch, it's the cook, the chef. Then cock in French, it's another guy. Disaster. In German, chef cook. You see, Alessandro Lumare. You are laughing, guys. I'm explaining you the language here. I said cock and hey, it's like the other one from the past, Alfred Hitchcock. You say Alfred Hitchcock. It doesn't change its name in another language. It's not Alfred Hitchcock in English. It's always Alfred Hitchcock. Can we go and forget that strange moment? See, thank you, huh? People from the Netherlands that are supporting me on the channel, thank you, because I was I was a bit in difficulties here. The Germans and the Netherlands representation that are still not sleeping. It's 1:30 in the morning, guys. Okay, let's start to go back to normal things because we have Alan. Thank you for your donation, Alan. Thank you for saving us from that embarrassment moment. He's saying, Beppe, I just booked the ticket for the Juve game. I will see them for the first time. I hope to see Pogba and Di Maria. Alan, where are you going? In Dallas, in Los Angeles, or in, what's the other one? Dallas, Los Angeles, and... Los Angeles, and Las Vegas, in Las Vegas. Where are you going? I want to know. AJ is saying, Beppe, they will send us to Serie B because of your mistake. Hopefully not. We already went there for other people's mistakes, so hopefully we will not. That in LA, that's a beautiful one. Beautiful game. You know, I didn't even ask to Juve if they wanted me. That would be a dream. Can you imagine they tell me, Beppe, come with us in the plane, you go to LA. I didn't ask. Probably they will tell me, no, what are you doing? Where will you stream? If you go with us, you will not stream from the LA Galaxy stands here with my small computer. It's not possible, huh? But, mama, you will see Pogba. What a dream, Alan. What a dream. If I was there are some people in USA, they will not even go. If I was there, mamma mia, I will go walking between Dallas, Las Vegas, and LA. I would walk the three. I will see all of them. To see Pogba and Di Maria the first game. Because they will be there. Huh? Of course they will be there. ADP saying, Beppe, it reminds me of the Asian video teaching English. Yeah, I remember. I know that. No, not I love. I know that. That's a good one. And then you have Muhammad Youssef, who's there, and he's saying, Beppe, and thank you for the donation, Muhammad. Less and less we see players committed to the clubs. Only Italians can be expected for long stay at Juve. Other players only expect market conditions. It's true. And you know why? Because it's super easy. In the past, Serie A was the biggest league in the world. And they all wanted to come to Serie A. Where do you start seeing some loyalty now? You're starting to see some loyalty in some clubs like in the Premier League, like Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, Tottenham, you know, these kind of, they stay. Manchester United, unfortunately for them, they stay as well, the players. Even if, I don't know if Manchester United, they will find enough players, because I started interested myself in the Premier League, what they are doing, and apparently their supporters are pissed off, huh? They don't know when they will start buying some players. Even Chelsea, it's a lot of blah blah with Chelsea, but signings, zero at the moment, huh? They want to have Koundé or De Ligt, so also them, they are waiting. But it's true that you don't have a lot of loyalty anymore, because money speaks, because also people start to learn more languages. In the past, in the 80s and 90s, you only had the possibility for 3 persons from abroad to join and to play in your league, in your team. Only 3. So a lot of players stayed there. The Italian core and the 3, they were actually changing because you didn't have the opportunity. Today, it's a market that is super open, so you have less and less players, less and less loyalty. So it's true. And then the Italian ones, why? Because they grow up with Italy, with La Gazzetta dello Sport, with Tutto Sport, Corriere, with the television, with the fights at the bar, and they know the importance of a team. Roma fans, you have Juve fans, you have Milan fans, they know what it is to be in these teams because they grew up, and it makes totally sense. It makes totally sense that they are a bit more loyal. It's their country. When you are born in Italy, the culture of Italy is super great. Like Cristiano Ronaldo, apparently is missing Italy. Of course, you're living in Torino, and then you go to Manchester. With all the respect to Manchester, guys, if you're telling me choose between Georgina or Pauline from the corner of my house, of course I go for Georgina. I'm not stupid. If I go to Pauline from the corner of my house, I know that it will not be the same as Georgina. Guys, let's be honest with Torino or Manchester. And the mistake is he already was with Manchester in the past, so he knew. Of course, the children, they are not used to Manchester. Of course, it's raining. Guys, it's cold. It's not the beautiful food. They don't have a really great cook there. The chef cook. It's not great as in Torino. In Torino, you have really beautiful cook. Seriously, no, guys. I bet it's a correct comment, Mohammed, of course. Alan, I will also be in LA for the match. Look, try to connect and go together, guys. The GJust Pizza. We should activate it here. The GJust Pizza moment. For the people that are joining for the first time, the GJust Pizza. When it's GJust Pizza time, it's a ridiculous moment. It made everything I'm saying. Don't take it for granted. But we spoke already about Cambiaso, Koulibaly, Di Maria, Zaniolo. I wanted to do a live of 30 minutes. We are here again, 2 hours. Actually, my first language is French, guys. French is the #1 language I'm using. French. #1 is French. Let Beppe cook. Beppe is cooking. Beppe, my God. Grande, Rob. Thank you for the donation, Rob. Manchester United support are definitely pissed off, but it makes sense. Then Neymar. Well, what about Neymar? Nirai is saying, Nirai, thank you for your donation. Hugs for Pauline. Guys. Povera Pauline. By Pauline, I don't even know if she exists or not, guys. I don't know. Guys, Pauline. Povera Pauline. Pauline is fantastic. People want to hear me speak French. Si je parle en français, c'est ma langue naturelle, donc c'est beaucoup plus facile pour moi. Le jour où j'ai une chaîne en français, je pense que des blagues, il y en aura encore plus. Je serai encore moins sérieux quand je parle en français. Hey, guys, it's true. You know, sometimes if really I had a French channel, I could have opened a French channel in the past. Would have been a disaster, because then the jokes are in English. I have to think. Then I make the mistakes. The cook, the cock, the chef. It's not the same. So hugs for Pauline. Pauline, if you are watching, I'm really sorry. You are not that ugly. A bit ugly. Not that ugly, guys. The only thing is when I'm walking in the street and I see you, I turn my head. But that's okay, Pauline. We love you. Love. Hugs for Pauline. Yeah, you can see, Naven. Calciopoli for dummies. Calciopoli for dummies. You go and you see Calciopoli for dummies on the channel. You can find it easily. What were we speaking about? Except of Pauline. Pauline is a Chelsea sport, probably. The quiz will be on Tuesday, but I need to organize. I need to finish and organize. I will work tomorrow on it, but it will be on the Twitch channel of Juve. Big quiz. Big quiz. Yes. Neymar. I forgot about Neymar. Guys, Neymar has been proposed to different clubs, okay? Different clubs. But there is a two-step thing. The first step, it's not Neymar that was proposed by his agents to Juventus. That's a different thing. Let's take away the GJustjuve pizza so that we know that we are again in serious talks here. So it was Campos, the new sporting director of Juventus, of Paris Saint-Germain, that went to Juve and he proposed Neymar. Why? You know it why. Because they signed from Barcelona Neymar to become the star, the big champion that would become Ballon d'Or, and that would have been the image man from Qatar 22. I don't even know what they have in their contract there. He has a clause in his contract that if he's still there in the from the 1st of, I don't know, February or whatever, this year, he will be extended one more year until 2027 automatically. So our friend Neymar, he can potentially be at Paris Saint-Germain for 5 more years. He has, I believe, a salary between 35-40 million net at Paris Saint-Germain. He's taking a lot of money there at Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain, meanwhile, they never had. Neymar didn't become who they were thinking in terms of Ballon d'Or real contender, in terms of motivation and so on and so on. And they changed strategy meanwhile. Instead of going full power of Neymar being the absolute star with all the 10 other people working for Neymar, in the meanwhile, Mbappé grew. That unexpected surprise. They knew him from Monaco. They knew he could be great, but probably they were not even expected that he would have been the number one, loved by everyone in Paris Saint-Germain. After 5 years, or I don't know how long, of Paris Saint-Germain, Neymar is still not speaking one single word of French, while Mbappé is born in Paris, is a kid from France. So our friend Mbappé becomes the star, especially now that he has renewed and he will not go to Real Madrid. They don't want that toxicity of a Neymar that is not motivated, that doesn't care. So Campos, they met Juventus and he proposed Neymar. Juventus, they thought about it, of course. They didn't say no, they didn't say yes, they were surprised. Of course, they will never pay that salary. They did already the mistake with Cristiano Ronaldo of having these big costs. But Paris Saint-Germain said, we don't care. We give you Neymar on loan, 1 year, whatever, give you on loan, and we pay 2/3 of the salary. We pay a lot of the salary, and you take Neymar. We want him out with some clauses for obligation to buy or not, or whatever. But they don't want him. especially not in the year of World Cup. That was phase one. Phase two, three phases actually. Phase two is that there was that big interview of Al-Khelaifi in a different sport magazine, three sport magazines, Gazzetta dello Sport, I believe Mundo Deportivo, and another one, L'Equipe, in France. So he chose three big ones of Spain, Italy, and France, where he spoke about a long interview, and at a certain moment he received a question about Neymar, and he said, I will not answer about Neymar future. Of course, some players will arrive, some players will go. These are discussions that we have to take privately, in private rooms. So he didn't give the trust in his champion Neymar. And this has annoyed a lot the entourage of Neymar. We are in that third phase where Neymar now wants to leave. And he said, I don't care. Find me a club. I want to leave. So Paris Saint-Germain wants him to leave. Neymar wants to leave. Now it's a matter of where. There are a lot of voices that are going in two directions of two clubs, Juventus and Chelsea. Chelsea and Juventus. I don't believe Neymar will come, even if you tell me Neymar on the left, Di Maria on the right, and Vlahovic on top, waiting for Chiesa, mamma mia, with Pogba behind, mamma mia, mamma mia. Guys, I don't know. Ciao Marco. No, I'm about to leave now. 2 hours of life. I'm about to leave. Ron Rositano dated Pauline. Everyone is in love with Pauline. But guys, imagine. Can you just imagine Neymar, Di Maria, Vlahovic, Pogba behind? Zaniolo. Guys, I'm dreaming. Koulibaly. Will not happen. I said Mercato is crazy, but let's not exaggerate. Let's not exaggerate too much. If we speak about RB comes, thank you for the donation, but he's saying Di Maria, Chiesa, Duchan plus Pogba, it's time to cook again. Chiesa will have to wait. I will give you guys a tip, then you do whatever you want with it. Don't count Chiesa as a starter next year. When you are building the 11, it's really a tip that I'm giving you. Don't put Chiesa. He will arrive a bit earlier than we expected. Apparently, according to his words, he wants to arrive mid-September again with the team, which should be great, but he will have missed all the preseason and the first game of the season. He will arrive. He will need a few games to play a bit more than 5, 10, 15 minutes. And you know what it is, first game top, and then they have a dip in form. You know that when you are coming from so long injuries, if you are forcing too much, it's also annoying the rest of the probable slight injuries like muscular injuries and these kind of things, fatigue, stress, and so on and so on. Also, the mental thing is super important. So Chiesa, you will have to wait until after the World Cup for sure, and then even there, we will see some beautiful games. We will have some goals of Federico. He will be a beautiful asset. But guys, it's not a mystery that you are going with Di Maria. Di Maria is there. He will let the time to Chiesa to come back. And Di Maria is a perfect, really perfect signing. Experienced, instant player, and he will give the opportunity to Chiesa to come back. Marco, we already spoke a lot about Di Maria and Zaniolo. And yes, Kostic, if Zaniolo comes, Kostic is out, Marco. Yeah. I can't explain again everything. I forgot Quadrado again. It's true. But Quadrado also the last year. Also the last year of Quadrado. It depends, Stefano. Do we want to continue with that typical regista? Probably it's time to step away. Today I saw Juve Parma with my son, and then Juve Milan from 2011. Guys, Pirlo is not there. there are no Pirlos anymore, regista. At a certain moment, you will have that kind of role in the field, but not with the same characteristics, probably. Sangaré would be a great addition in our team from Paris Saint-Germain, from PSV Eindhoven. If there is any chance, never spoken about him. What do you think about this player, Beppe? I have to go. Good night. Me as well, but I don't believe Sangaré. Never heard the name, neither or contacts with Juve. Yes, we spoke about Cambiaso. Yes, yeah, yeah. No, we will see him earlier. Of course, we will see him in 22-23. Yeah, of course. But probably not at the level of before. Give him time. And that's why Zaniolo and Di Maria could really be important. Okay, it's time, huh? 2 hours. Perfect, 2 hours. Is Zaniolo plan A? Yes, it's plan A. It's not a plan B to Di Maria. Guys, I will tell you the truth. If everything is happened well, I'm happy that we can't speak. We will stop speaking about Berardi. Mamma mia. That was my biggest fear. Berardi at Juve, my biggest fear. Mamma, I was open. You know, I'm always optimist and positive. Give me Zaniolo, give me Di Maria, give me everyone. But not Berardi, mamma mia. Not Berardi, mamma mia. You know that, guys, I took 2-3 kilos because I was scared. In the night, I was waking up, I was going to the fridge to eat because of the stress. Mamma mia, disaster, Berardi. Berardi. Guys, 16 likes to reach 300 likes, and then we stop. Guys, can we reach them? 16 likes to reach 300 likes on the video. That would be beautiful. And then we stop. Guys, do you want the book? Do you want the book? Something with the book? We can do it, huh? Guys, if we reach 300 likes, we go with a book. You know, with the book, I love the book, with the famous quote. We have the book? Yeah. The book is here. Okay. So, this week, no, it's not the book of the cook. It's the book, not the book. The book. This book is nice, from my friend Maurizio. Not Maurizio Arrivabene. Maurizio from around Turin. So, guys, yeah, we have it. We will describe the week that will start, that already started, by the way, in Europe. How will this week be for Juventus in terms of Mercato? You choose the page. Go. Scatenatevi. Reigns of pages. Give me a page between page 4 and between 4 and 149. Between page 4 and 49. When we have a lot of pages there, I will close my eyes and I will randomly pick a number so that we can so that it's not something set up, because I don't know. So between 4 and 149. Maximum of reign of pages. I will take a number. Guys, you are there to decide the Mercato week of Juve. Okay, we have already a lot of numbers here. So, okay, I take really random. I have no idea. So page 4. Okay. The Destiny set page 4, guys. It's the first quote. I love it. There is one quote on that page. There is one quote on the first page. That's page 4. You see? Page 4. Rule 1. The first rule. Never be number 2. I like that. So, I explain you why. I explain you why. Rule 1 is never be number 2. You know why I like that one? Because it's actually what I said on the thumbnail. Zaniolo is not a plan B. So we don't go for Zaniolo because Di Maria. No, it's Zaniolo and Di Maria. There is no number 2. Both of them, they have to be number 1. And that will happen this week. This week, Juventus, they will show that they are not the number 2 on the Mercato. Who is now considered the number 1 on the Mercato? Considered. It's Inter. How many players did Inter announced? At the moment, 0. At the moment, 0. I'm waiting for Onana with the shirt of, I'm waiting for Lukaku, I'm waiting for Dybala, I'm waiting for everyone at Inter. They are considered the number 1, while Juventus has been considered the number 20th team of the Mercato in Italy. This week, we will make sure that all the people that were doubting Juve, but Juve is sleeping, Mercato is sleeping, no. This week, Juventus will show that we are not number 2, probably number 1, because this week we will sign Zaniolo, Di Maria, Cambiaso, Pogba, pam, 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 and again with the news of Koulibaly. I love that. Great page. Giorgio, you chose a great page. You have chosen a great page. I love it. I love it. I love it. We can do the book again next time, but you have to always remain until the end. Guys, 234 people still, but now we have to go and say goodbye. Because tomorrow we have a new video to make. Tomorrow will be an important one. Guys, I tell you, then, I don't know if it will happen or not. Don't take too much appointments on Wednesday. Buonanotte. Here. Thank you, great. Wednesday. Pay attention. Buonanotte.